Today on the Platinum Patrol, we have another game from the Wrathfire Roz, who is actually down here as the Blue Terran. He will be going up against Pedro Jr. as the Red Protoss. And we see an immediate SCV scout. Now, it's possible that this is a random player, and Roz just didn't know what race he was, but I'm thinking that this is... No, this probe's not going towards the base. Alright, Roz, what do we got today? Looks like some kind of proxy. No barracks here. Yeah, he needs a supply depot to finish first. I imagine the barracks will come down. Probably going to see a Reaper. His opponent has no idea this is going on. Pedro Jr. is chrono boosting out some probes and he has a gateway. Impressively, nothing has gone wrong yet, which is more than I can say for several of these games Roz has submitted. And there is a probe. He's going to scout what's going on. We'll have to see what his response is, and Roz has that barracks going down now. We'll have to see if he manages to make good use of it. He's got double gas, okay. So he's probably at least going to get a Reaper first. Maybe make a factory. Alright, let's see what this guy's response is. He sees there's no barracks. Cues his probe around the base, sees one gas, doesn't see the other. Immediately sends a probe right here. Build another gateway probably. And Roz has finished his barracks. Looks like he's building a Reaper really quick. And he's going for the factory. Now, Pedro Jr. is looking for this. But his probe didn't see it, and it looks like he's busy in his vein now. He's got his cyber core and his gateway's coming down. And he doesn't know what's going on. Roz is getting up his orbital. This probe came really close to seeing this. Oh, is that enough? Yeah, he saw it. Okay, so he knows there's a barracks here. How does he respond? His probe's looking around here. I'm not sure what this probe's doing. Not sure at all. Alright, here comes the Reaper from Roz. In the meantime, he's starting a tech lab and a factory, so we'll see what he makes with that. In the meantime, this Reaper going to work, gets a probe. It's pretty good. Now it's, Roz is busy somewhere else apparently, letting it get some hits from these probes. They're gonna mine it to death. Interesting, oh, I'm not sure this is worth it, buddy. That's like 10 probes you were not mining with. Oh, the Adept gets it. There's 3 gateways here. And they're all building Adepts. Let's see what Roz is doing. Swapping the add-ons around. I feel like this could have been done a little faster, but I couldn't have done it much faster, so I won't complain about it too much. And he is walled off back at his home base. I'm not sure what this SCV was doing. Was it rallied? Huh. Okay, well that SCV was blocked in by his wall. So we have one barracks making a Marauder. Okay. One Marauder with a Cyclone, and is that... Man, we got the mag field accelerators. Alright, so it looks like to be a Cyclone... One Cyclone Marauder for now. We'll have to see if there becomes more out of this. I imagine this factory will make some Cyclones too. Alright, here comes the first one. 1 Cyclone versus 3 Adepts. That Marauder finished just in time to help out too. And it looks like Roz microed back a little too far and lost his lock-on. It's not too big a deal. And this barracks is going to fly her vision probably, and we're going to have another Cyclone coming out. He's going to drop the barrack, or the bunker here. A very interesting play from Roz. I'm not sure that will finish. There's a Stalker, 3 Adepts. Alright, Roz isn't breaking into his base, I don't think. That Marauder just tried to kill the Cyclone. And then Roz killed the Marauder. That's payback. So, I'm not sure if this guy looks like he wants to build a Nexus. I'm really not sure that's the best idea. Well, there's a... Wait, there's a... Just realized there's a bunker here. And there's 100% no units that can fit in this bunker. There's no Marauder. So this bunker doesn't do anything. Well, his opponent doesn't know that. So that's good at least. Some lock-ons here. It's like the Depths just get back in time. The shield battery's out of energy. He might want... Well, he probably does want a couple extra batteries here. This probe's been here for a while and he hasn't started this Nexus. And it's probably good that he hasn't started. Oh, we lose 1 Adept, goes down there. Not bad so far. We're also sending the SCV back. He realizes this bunker is, he's done with the bunker. Alright, Roz is going to go up here. He should take out this Cybernetics core. No, not that. Take out the Cybernetics core, they can't build Stalkers. Or Adepts. And Zealots won't do anything here. Let's go, lock on. Getting a lot of damage done. He runs away. These Stalkers, these Protoss units are cutting them off. One Cyclone down, that's pretty expensive. Second one goes down, that's very expensive. We'll get some counter kills here. Nope. Alright, I think he needs to... Oh, the barracks is in trouble here. Why the other way, barracks? This way. Cyclones come up and take out a Stalker. It goes down. Blink's being chrono boosted out. Roz has to be careful about that. And these two Immortals warping in. That's pretty... It's going to be a lot of damage. Back in his base, he's setting up his second base. That's good. It's probably fly over and land now. And he has the orbital. He's got 4 Cyclones now. Looks like a total of 4 Cyclones versus 6 Stalkers and an Immortal. Ooh, comes a little close here. The lock-ons are going down. That's 3 kills. That's pretty good. And he scans for vision. Lets him finish off the last Stalker. 4 free kills there. Pretty nice. When Blink's done, he's going to be a little more careful though, because he can blink onto the Cyclones or blink out of the range depending on what he feels like. But he does have a second base up now. He's sending some SCVs to mine gas, or build the gas geysers to get some gas, and third CC. Well, we know Roz doesn't want any production in his home base. This is his production. And that goes away, and he's got nothing left. And here comes some Stalkers. I feel like this might have been a little too early by our Protoss. Not quite enough unit set, and he loses 5 Stalkers, I think, there. It could have been a different number. It looks like 4 or 5 Stalkers just went down. And these Immortals, he's going to get them. He needs to scan if he wants to take this one out. No. Just be right clicks on the Nexus. This is a base. Alright, 2 Cyclones go down there. But will the Nexus? Well, they're replaced immediately, so it's not a big deal. Cancel Nexus, probe goes down. And our Protoss is stuck on his 1 base. In the meantime, Ross has 3 bases. I think he needs some barracks or factories in here. There's 1 barracks. Wait. Well, Ross has that barracks because his other barracks died and never rebuilt it, so he can't actually build factories. But he can build a starport, so that's nice at least. Anyway, he's down to 3 Cyclones here, still producing 2 at a time. His opponent's getting up a decent number of Immortals and Stalkers, but each time he gets around like this number, he fights Ross's Cyclones, and then they like, trade 1 for 1 with Stalkers with Cyclones, and then the guy's stuck in his base again. He needs to get up some more units before he moves out. But he has to move up soon. This base is, well, still half its money left. Ross scans, he's going to finally take out the Cybernetics Core. It's a pretty big move if you can. No, he just hit some shields. Oh, get out of there, Ross. It's fine. Got 1 more Cyclone going. Another one coming. You're up by 10 workers? Not a big deal. Alright, here comes the Blinks. Now there might be enough Stalkers here. Ross turns to fight. It looks like these Stalkers are going to clear most of the Cyclones. But the Cyclones are trading back out pretty effectively. Looks like these 2 Cyclones are going home to Roz's base. Well, there comes the Blink. And this one just turned sideways. I guess it lived. We got the lone guardian of the retreat path, but not escaping from this one. And we'll have to see if these 2 Stalkers are able to shut down Roz's production. In the meantime, let's see if he starts up anything in his base. He transfers a bunch of SCVs. He has to have a lot of workers at this point. He's at 36. And these 2 factories start flying away now. Ross is probably going to lose them into the Blink Stalkers. So he needs to replace them in his base. So he transferred all of his workers from here to oversaturate this space. So should have a 3rd. Yeah, send some over here, Ross. In the meantime, though, the Protoss finally has their 2nd Nexus up. Very impressive. And it looks like he's getting more Stalkers, and he's going to push across the map once he, well, with the factories. He's following the factories, and he's going to go attack Roz. What does Roz have to defend with? Appears he's got 2 Cyclones. Okay then. That's a planetary. And this one's also, okay, good thing these are planetaries. No, don't lose the Cyclones, you're going to need those. The repair is here. That did not look like a repair. That looks like an SCV attack, actually. This planetary will be done pretty soon. Once it's done, I think that Roz is fine here. He's got plenty of workers, so this isn't too big a deal. He's got the wall here. Oh no, not the blink into the main. This Banshee's doing some damage. Not enough Stalkers in it once. Probably 1 more shot would have killed this. Would have been nice. Alright, but now we have Blink Stalkers in the main. Now Ross was up 10 workers. He's also down 10 army supply. I think down 10 army supply is kind of a big deal when you're at 3. Not as I 17. This isn't looking great. Ross's army consists of 1 Banshee. Got 1 Banshee. At least his Protoss opponent blinked down into the planetary again. Free damage there, that really helped out. These SCVs are going for it. Take out 1. 1 Stalker goes down. SCVs keep on fighting. 2 Stalkers go down to the workers. Have you ever seen Stalkers going from SCVs into a corner this hard before? They got backup. Oh, they're sniping everything now. Now Ross looks like he's in a lot of trouble. He's down to 20 supply. He doesn't have a Banshee. Does he have Cloak? Not yet. I think if he gets Cloak, he might be okay. He's down like 10 workers though, and 10 army. Which is a big deal when we're in these low supply games. His opponent though canceled his Nexus for more money for this push, it looks like. So he's going all in here. But still, I think this might be a little too... Ooh, there's a Cloak. That's not great. Now, we all know what happens when anyone gets on top of the Terran's production, and the Terran has 0 army supply now. Roz, my friend, you have 2 planetaries. I guess you can just mine from the bases with planetaries. You'd be alright here. But this doesn't look good. You've got a lot of army. I feel like this Nexus should be here though. Like, I feel like canceling this was the wrong move, even if you're pushing this hard, because you could like save these 3 Stalkers here. Maybe like 2 of these Stalkers, not make 2 of these, or even just 1 and make this Nexus. Because your main's mining out pretty quickly here, but I guess he thinks he's won the game. And I wouldn't blame him for thinking that. Ross is lifting the main. Always a great sign to see when you're a Terran. Now, the one thing you should not do is run into these planetaries. Dude, stop it! No! You had this! Stop running into planetaries! Go away! Leave here. Yes, you see the add-ons. I know you want to snipe it, but go! You just lost 3 more Stalkers. Alright. That planetary got a bunch of kills there. Helped Roz out quite a bit. He's still in this, I think. He has the bases, and the Protoss can't deal with the planetaries. And there we go, there's the Nexus. Alright, so he's got his expansion going up. Pylon. Starting a long distance mine. Now Roz is definitely still behind. Well, I would say he's behind. I think he's behind. He's got less workers, but he has the base up. It's not too far behind. He has his production. I think he's alright. And he does have mules from, I guess, 1 command center right now. But he still only has like 12 army supply. Here come some Stalkers. There's a bunch of SCVs inside this planetary. I wonder if Roz knows that. He actually has 8 less SCVs than what this says. Cyclones take out some more Stalkers, and I guess Pedro's done. The game was still pretty even. He was up in workers. He had a bigger bank. But, and Roz had 8 workers loaded into his planetary fortress that he wasn't using. But, I guess Roz wins.